Welcome to episode 3, part 2. In the last episode, we really just hung out with Tabitha, and we're going to continue to hang out with Tabitha because I feel bad of just going in to the mines even after we called her, but it just still felt like she was pissy at that. We missed a moment with Avery, but I think we can still make up for it because, whatever. All right, let's get to it. Let's get into it. And this is where we left off, right? Tabitha gave us a cream soda. We're chilling. Love that for us. It feels like a set piece, like you've both wandered into a play, and if you were to look at the walls from another angle, you see them as two-dimensional illusions as they are. Oh, okay, so now we can learn more about Tabitha. Talk about Tabitha. Is the estate stifling you? Is that why you come here? Tabitha sips her soda, her expression suddenly heavy. Yes, the estate has a lot of history. This place is so new by comparison. It's like the estate is full of ghosts, pressing down on me all the time, pressuring me to do what they want. When I'm here, I can imagine a life where I don't have to think about the 200 years of history resting on my shoulders. I can imagine just living as a bank teller or something, having a simple life. Oh, she looks so cute! Do you ever get to travel? I saw your bowling rock mug. My what? Oh, that must be one of Janie's. She was always saying we didn't have enough cups. There are 3 cups. That's plenty. 1 for me, 1 for Pearl Ann, and 1 for the occasional guest. But Janie said her husband has a ton of dumb little souvenirs mugs from his travels. Not that I ask, she just tells me stuff about her family. Anyway, she said they have mugs to spare, as if I needed her charity. I guess she must have snuck in a few under my nose. I'll have to remember to toss it when I get back. Anyways, to answer your question, no, I don't travel. Too much to do. Sure, I'd like to see the Outer Banks one day. Aww. Okay, Tabitha, how about you and me, we go out. Maybe we give up on Avery during this run, and maybe I'll play Avery, I'll date Avery at another time. But this run is going to be all about Tabitha. I feel, because she deserves the best. Oh. But I'm the head of a company. It's not like anyone can cover for me. Maybe when I retire, if that ever happens. Janie seems like a busybody, right? I only hire her to clean, but she keeps insisting on talking to me and micromanaging the way I run the household. Yikes. The number of cups we have is none of her business. And I definitely don't need to know about what her family did over the weekend, or what cute thing her kid said, or how much she loves her wet napkin of a husband. Tabitha, you're alright. Maybe when this week is over, we can go to the beach. We could go to the beach together. Yeah, maybe. I think I'd like that. This is good. I'm glad we chose this. Do you like living here? Like I said, it's the only thing I know. You don't need to have lived somewhere else to know if you like it here. I respectfully disagree. Development. Everything in life requires context to properly understand, and I don't have context here. You said you weren't happy earlier. Maybe it's the town. Maybe. Or maybe it's just that some people are born unhappy. Maybe everyone's unhappy. It doesn't have to be the town. Do you actually like running the mines? Of course not, but that doesn't really matter. I had years of Pearl Ann drilling that into my head. I can't trust anybody else to do my job, and if I don't do it, this entire town falls to ruin. It's my burden to bear. Though I'd be lying if I said I haven't thought about running off. Oh my gosh. What if I moved here after everything's said and done? I could help around the mines. I don't think you'd want to do that. Nobody should want to do that. This task is my burden, and I intend to keep it that way. Alright, talk about your family. Okay, what was Pearl Ann like? Okay, I guess you should know at least some things about the woman whose funeral you'll be attending. Thank you, Tabitha. She was my mother. She was your mom's twin sister. Okay, so that means since I'm picturing my character to be a beautiful, dark-skinned woman, I'm going to say that our mother was an ivory queen and our dad was a ebony king. And that's just how we came with me. That's how I'm going to put it. Fraternal, they didn't look alike. Okay. All right. Same with their personalities, night and day, from what I've heard. Pearl Ann was a hard ass, but that comes with the territory. I mean, what else do you want to know? Did you two get along? No, that woman was a monster. How did she die? Damn. Sleep apnea. Leave it at that. I have a feeling Tabitha may have smothered her mother. What was your dad like? Don't know. He just up and left one day. Didn't want anything to do with us anymore, I guess. Damn. They never got divorced, just separated. He probably couldn't be bothered to fill out any paperwork, especially considering he would lose any and all claim to the Scarlet fortune if they divorced. And he'd have to pay child support for a kid he couldn't be bothered to call on her birthday. Oof. Sounds like he was a real loser. That's what Pearl Ann always said. Just don't really think about him anymore. If he didn't want anything to do with me, his loss. Let's go. What do you think about Silas and the other old-timers? It's complicated. They built the town, they built the mine. They're the whole reason you and I are here today. They weren't angels, I know that, but they're dead. They've been dead a long time. Why would I say that? I can't believe we're actually hanging out. I can. It's why you came all the way down here, isn't it? Oh my god! What I can't believe is that I'm actually almost enjoying it. Oh my god. Okay, this is all about Tabitha. What do you really think of me? I'm glad you're here. Please don't make me say anything more than that. It's degrading for both of us. What kind of things did Pearl Ann tell you about me and my mom? It doesn't matter what she's told anyone about you. She's dead, and in a few days, we're going to bury her in the ground. Oof. I'm really glad I came up here. Tabitha pauses and takes a long, contemplative swig of her soda. Yeah. She's hiding something. Ask about the people in town. I'm supposed to have dinner at Reese's place. Do you know him? Reese? Oh yeah, the dude that used to hang out with Kanika and Stella. I kind of remember him. Quiet, gave off a weird vibe. Stopped coming to school at one point. I guess he got sick or something. I know his mom better than I know him. She's been everybody's doctor for as long as I can remember. She's intimidating. I've always liked her. So me and Tabitha like the same type of people. We like straight hard asses. We like people that can step on us. Love that for us. Guess that's not hereditary though. Reese always seemed like a bit of a wet blanket to me. What is with her and things being like wet and floppy? I know that I've already asked, but now that we're hanging out, can you tell me what the deal is with you and Stella? Alright, fine. We were close in high school. Really, really close. So y'all were dating. We'd have sleepovers a few nights a week, spend all night watching monster movies, eating chips, and... Anyway, Pearl Ann didn't like her. I'd always have to lie and say I was going over to her place to study. When we graduated, it was impossible to see her anymore. There were no more excuses to go study, and I was too busy learning the ropes at the mine. Pearl Ann made sure my every waking minute was occupied. I didn't have time for friends. Pearl Ann sounds like a bitch, but I've never needed friends before meeting Stella, so it was easy enough to slip back into that mindset and try to move on. Whoa, why ban her from your property? You're acting like Pearline ended it all, but Stella hasn't stopped trying to be there for you. I don't know. Pearline made me do it, and she was not even in the ground yet. I've not had time to figure out how I feel. I'm not gonna ask her about Oscar because I don't really care. What do you think of Avery? Who? Avery works at the diner, wears plant shirts. I have no idea who you're talking about. Are you sure you don't want to talk about Wayne? Yeah, sorry. It's a sore spot for me. Like I said, I don't know who's following you around, but it can't be him. Perlin sent him packing. It's gone. He is gone. So is he dead? Okay, boundaries. Respected. Thanks. Do you know Sybil well? Everyone in town knows her, but I don't know if anyone actually knows her well. Why did you hire Janie? Pearland hired Janie. She was my babysitter before she started cleaning the estate. Oh. Okay, the police are really on my ass. I wouldn't worry about them. Our family is the law around these parts. So you should do your best to stay on my good side. Okay, that's enough. Are you coming ghost hunting with us tonight? Is that actually happening? Stella will be there. Look at that! Stella will be there. So will Kanika. I doubt she'd be thrilled to see me again, but there's no point in arguing with you. If you're gonna get up to any paranormal stuff, I'd better be there to save your skin if it gets hairy. Count me in. I love that! Oh my god! That's so harsh for us. Yeah, let's talk about Oscar. I do. Some people shouldn't have kids. Do you want me to try and get you in with Kanika? Please, if she's anything like me, that would only make her hate me more. I have dignity, Ash. Damn. Can we try some of the tea you picked up? It smells nice. Nope, it's a sleepy time tea. You don't want to drink in the middle of the day. Okay. She is an expert liar. I love that about her. Thank you for taking me out here. Your phone buzzes before Tabitha has a chance to respond. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. Should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird foggy morning. Wow, they were still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. Somebody's popular. It's Mayor Jimmy Day? Ugh, what a ridiculous event. You know he's a dog, right? Did they fill you in on that little detail? We haven't had a human mayor in Scarlet Hollow since at least the early 1900s. We've been a dog mayor town since then. I can believe it. Can you imagine this little pup here being a mayor? Complete chaos. Complete chaos. And I love that. Love that for me. Love that for her. Love that. Yeah. Tabitha takes another sip of her soda, smirking. Everyone knows it's our family that holds the power in this town. Still, sounds like it'd be kind of fun. Even I can admit it's funny watching everyone fawning over the little guy in his mayor getup. And if Stella's gonna be there, so she still likes Stella. Yeah, count me in. We can finish our sodas and head over. How do I look? It's been a while since I've been out in public like this. I'm kind of nervous. Keen out of the corner of your eye, you see a furious woman making a beeline for you and Tabitha. Becca slinking behind her. This must be her mother. Tabitha, someone's coming. What? Excuse me, Miss Scarlet. Can I help you? Becca stares at you from a distance and furious stares into Tabitha. This must be her mother. What in the hell do you think you're doing down here? Grinning like a buffoon after everything that happened last night? A mind collapse almost killed my poor sweet innocent child, and you thought it was a good idea to retaliate by demoting my husband? We've gotten used to our new lifestyle. You can't just take that away from us for something that was your fault. Don't think I won't be pressing charges. Ugh, Mom, please, you're embarrassing me. Shut up, Becca. Mommy is advocating for you. Your husband told your daughter it was safe to go into that mine. Of course, he was demoted. I'm right here. Even if he did, it wouldn't have mattered if the entrance to the mine was actually secured. There'll be hell to pay, Tabitha Scarlet. What legal grounds do you think you even have? There are signs in the place that was boarded up. I did my legal duty. And you don't have a leg to stand on, so don't try to threaten me. Mom, can we just go, please? If I were you, I'd listen to your brat. You haven't heard the last from us. You'll see. Yo! The woman storms off just as quickly as she stormed in, Becca following at a distance. Damn it. She's right. I can't just hang out around town the day after something like that. It doesn't look right. I should be up there, even if it's just to oversee what's going on. If I'm supposed to run this place, I gotta get my head in the game. I can't slip up like this again. Tabitha sighs, straightening up, her scowl returns. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you at the library tonight. Tabitha. Your cousin turns and heads back to the car, leaving you alone on Main Street. Poor Tabby. You enter the library alone. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd has formed in the corner of the main foyer. Yes, you're here. Thank God, we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. I know. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Ash to the male for like the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it. Trust us. All right, shall we? Yep, he's a dog. And judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, Tabitha wasn't pulling your leg. Every mayor of the Scar Hollow in the living memory has also been a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, this bitch. One of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we've met. Hold his paw as if to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. I must apologize for my security detail. He has my best interests at heart, but he can be a little rough at times. Hey, aren't you Deputy Franklin? Not when I'm off duty, the mayor scoffs. Off duty? The services you render for me are more important than your police work. Okay. His little tie? He's a dog. And you're an ape. And yet here I am, the big dog in charge. Excuse me? He's the mayor. I'm so glad no one ruined the surprise. This town has had a dog as a mayor since the early 1900s. This is how we do things around here for some reason. The best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature, and all my friends, and Winnie's Biscuits, and the close-knit small town community of the course, but having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents. I'd like to make sure I spend plenty of time with the voters. Mr. Mayor, there's something serious going on in town. We need your help. Murmurs the crowd as you relay the dangers to the mayor. Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But how do you expect me... But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town. Not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand? You care about tourists? The murmurs behind you intensify as you continue your conversation with the mayor. Of course, I'm the mayor. I know about what goes on in this town. And I know what the people need to see. And what they need to see is their elected official not breaking down in public. I'm the pillar of this community. I need to present myself as strong, calm, and collected in the face of danger. Otherwise, it might cause panic. And nobody wants that, right? I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy. Look at you, putting up on a show in front of your adoring fans while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it up all for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the harriest citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there's no need. Scraps never would have let those things prowl in the woods for so long. And yet you sit back waiting for the humans to notice and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know I almost lost my life to those things the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair of me to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate. Don't you dare talk to me about old dogs. She's got a point, Mr. Mayor. You're damn right I do. Scraps would have been out in those woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creatures who dare threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet he is here posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town. Gretchen squirms at Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Whoa. Hey, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Mr. Franklin, I think now's a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Ash, you gotta fill me in their feud later. I've always been curious about why Gretchen gets so fussy near Mayor Jimmy. Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy. Ingrate, ne'er-do-well, you dog! Tanika is quick to follow. And it looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. I'm actually going to stop here. Thank you so much for being a part 2 of episode 3. I really do enjoy this game. I love it. Oh my gosh, you see this image in the background? They have them. Okay, maybe I missed it in the last episode of the library when they have this man on. Anyway, come back later for part 3. I'm really excited to see what else is happening. So far, we're getting a lot of content. I love that in this game. So it may be longer than 5 parts, but we'll see. As always, follow me on Twitch and on Twitter. I post every day on Twitter, if Twitter's still around. I post every day on Twitter. I also stream at least 1 to 2 times per week on Twitch. I am a full-time student and I work full-time, so it's a little hard for me to have actual time to stream each and every day, or as more as I would like. But here we are. I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much. Bye.